succession of one by another.
Germans on both sides of the wall ended this memorable week by shouting, "The war must go."
Just after midday, the tanks rolled out of the square. A lone young man stood in front of the first one.
That moment I knew it was going to be okay, they were going to get me out.
I have a dream that one day she's just in front of the Aussie. I think she's got them. Bethany hanging on. Yes, she's done it.
Every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you.
Both names do it. Maybe even more.
It's time for the richest quiz show in Australian television history. $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime. Please welcome our quizmaster, Frank Warwick.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Channel 7's $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime. The chance for somebody to walk home with $1 million just by answering 10 general knowledge questions. Now, I know some of you are pretty smart, and you've been doing your sums. And you've worked out that you can get to the million in just 9 questions. Quite correct. But have a look at this chart. See what happens when you go for 10 questions to the $1 million if you use your bank really smartly. On that 10th question, you can be going for $1 million. Even if you get it wrong, you still have a safety of $200,000. Look at question 6. You could be going for $120,000. Blow it, and you still end up with $40,000 in cash. Amongst our studio audience, we have contestants who qualified from all those folk who phoned in and registered from right throughout Australia last week. But they don't know they're playing until the moment I call their name. And what about our phone players last week? They walked off with $46,000. That's not bad for just sitting at home beside the phone answering a few questions. So if you'd like to be considered to be either a studio player or a phone player next week, you need to re-register. Even if you've registered before, phone and register again. The numbers are in New South Wales, Queensland, the ACT and the Northern Territory, 1902 555 600, and in other states, 1902 554 676. So we're ready to start giving away the money. The bank is ready. The computer is loaded with questions. I need somebody to share the money with. Let's see. This is your $1 million chance of a lifetime. Tony McNamara. Surprise, surprise. Welcome, Tony. Welcome, Tony. Number one for the night. And where are you from?
I'm from Torquay in Victoria.
Lovely spot. What do you do there?
I live in Torquay, but I work in Melbourne as a computer manager.
Right, and I suppose being Torquay, do you like surfing?
I do. I took it up when we moved down there, so I took up surfing at the ripe old age of 39. But
and you've lived to tell.
I have lived to tell, yes.
A few spectacular wipeouts?
Quite.
Right. Well, what we'd like to do for you first up is to find out how much your credit card debt is. How much do you owe? Because with one question, you can wipe this out. What have you been doing with the credit card this month? $2,010, all right? See if we can get rid of that in one question. But firstly, we need to find a phone player. Let's call Australia. Where are we going to phone?
Melbourne.
Melbourne? Oh, you're very loyal, aren't you?
Yes.
Jeff Kennett will be proud of you. We always take the phone player's answer first. So let's see if we have Melbourne on the line. Are you there, Melbourne?
Yep, I'm here, Frank.
And who am I talking to?
Terry Bale.
G'day, Terry. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
What do you do in Melbourne?
I'm a printer.
A printer? Right. Well, I'd like you to meet Tony. He comes from Torquay. He's in...
computer industry. Yes.
So, Tony, meet Terry.
Good luck,
Hello,
Tony.
Terry.
And good luck to you both. Rules are very simple. I ask the questions, you both answer correctly, you both win. Phone answerer is wrong, you drop out. And if you are wrong, you both go. Okay? Always take the first answer. So do think carefully before you give it. Take a deep breath. Here we go to wipe your credit card. Question 1 is on music. Who sang a rewrite of his own hit song at Princess Diana's funeral? Let's see what Terry Bale says first. Terry?
Elton John.
Elton John is Terry's answer. Tony?
I'd say Elton John.
You'd say Elton John. You're trying to get rid of your credit card debt of $2,010. Forget it. It's gone. Clear. You're both right. So, Tony, you've already got $2,010 and you can't lose that. And, Terry, you've got yourself $1,000. You can win $55,000 with 10 questions. Your next one will put you up to $3,000 in the bank. Your next question, Tony, is worth $10,000 because we'd like to see you build towards that million. Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
What are their names?
Ruby and Declan.
Well, say good day to them on that camera through there. I'm sure they're watching and
Declan.
Cheering Dad on. $10,000. The question in the computer is medicine. Do you want to play that or drop out and play your favourite subject, which is?
20th century history.
20th century history. Do you want to play that?
I'll play medicine.
You'll play medicine. Question 2, $10,000. Plasma is the fluid component of which vital body substance? Hold it there, Tony. Let's see what Terry says.
Blood.
Terry says blood. Tony.
I'd have to agree with Terry and say blood.
If you're right, $10,000 in your bank, and you're in real business, and it's in the bank. You've got it. That's right. So our printer, Terry Bale from Melbourne, you now have $3,000 in your bank. You can't lose that, Terry.
Yep,
your next question will win you $6,000 if you get it correct. Tony, you've got 10 grand in the bank. To mark that, we'd like to give $1,000 from Channel 7 to any charity that you nominate. Which one would you like it to be?
Cancer Council.
Cancer Council. I'll have $1,000, Thomas, next week. Now, question 3 in the computer. Natural history. Playing that? Or your favourite?
I'll play natural history.
Playing natural history? How much are you going to play for? You've got $10,000. You can stake anything from $1,000 to $10,000.
I'll stake $8,000.
$8,000. Ah, so you're going for $18,000 for a correct answer. Question 3. Tourists visit Phillip Island to see which birds come ashore in the evening. See what Terry says.
Penguins.
Terry says penguins. And Tony, for $18,000, says?
Penguins.
You both say penguins? Well, of course, you're both right. $18,000. So, congratulations, Tony. $18,000 in your bank. At any time after a correct answer, you can take the money and run. Are you going to, or are you going to play on?
I'll play on.
Oh, good on you, good on you. Terry from Melbourne, you've got $6,000. The next question can take you to $10,000. It is on sport. You're going to take that, or your favourite?
I'll take the sport.
You take the sport, and how much are you going to play for out of your $18,000 bank?
I'll play for $15,000.
Another 15. $33,000. You're going up in leaps and bounds. And the way you've worked it, if you're wrong, you still get $3,000 and your credit card's clear. Question 4, sport. In which country did modern ice hockey originate in 1855? Think about it very carefully, Tony and Terry. First answer must count. Terry, firstly.
Canada.
You say Canada, Terry says. Now, Mr. McNamara, you've got $33,000. Think hard before you give me your answer.
I'd have to agree with Terry and say Canada.
Going on with Terry. You both say Canada. I'm going to tell you how much money you've got on the other side of this commercial break.
Tuesday, the tricks to making a garden compost.
They'll recycle about 60% of your household and garden waste.
And whip up a delicious Cuban specialty.
Light, lean, taste sensational.
Better Homes and Gardens, Tuesday, 7:30.
I reckon if you have a good morning, you'll have a good day. No, I don't feel right if I haven't had breakfast. A lot of city folk don't eat properly. They miss the most important meal of the day. They should be starting the day with Vitabrits. They're 100% natural. Unlike most of the other stuff we eat, there's nothing artificial at all. Vitabrits are just whole grain wheat with no added sugar. If you start the day with Vitabrits, you'll have the energy to feel great all day. Have you had a Vitabrits morning?
Watch carefully. Fresh lemon scent plus palmolive antibacterial formula. Together at last. Ta-da! Palmolive lemon antibacterial cuts through grease, removes germs from dishes. Palmolive lemon antibacterial. Ta-da!
Good on you, Mum. Good on you, Mum. Tip-top's the one.
Make Mum feel special this Mother's Day by giving her the album she really wants. Andrea Bocelli's Sogno. His beautiful new album of dreamy songs. Out now.
Don't know the reason why you love me this way.
Don't know the reason why you're there every day.
But I know when I hold you near, you are the reason I am here. Thank you very much for playing our piano. Thank you very much, thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much for trimming my hedgerow. Thank you very much, thank you very, 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 very much.
Coles Dollar Dazzlers are back with huge savings on hundreds of items this week. Like Tablelands and Vitalite margarine, 375 grams, just $1 each. Save 50 cents. Kleenex toilet tissue 4-pack, 2 for only $5. Save 97 cents each. And Bigger Tasty cheese, 750 grams, a low $4 each. Save $1.95. Just a few of the hundreds of Coles Dollar Dazzlers in store. Giving you more for your shopping dollar this week only at Coles.
Give Mum something more for Mother's Day. Buy a $10 scratchy, get 2 free $2 scratchies. Buy a $5 scratchy, get 1 free $2 scratchy. It's our Mother's Day bonus offer.
Yes! It's all about the great Australian dream.
Finding the perfect home
Well, their dream has gone slightly south.
is one of life's biggest challenges.
They're going to be really big pigs.
Hot Properties starts Tuesday on 7.
We have the two T's at the moment. We have Terry Bale on the phone and we have Tony McNamara in the studio. The question 4 was, in which country did modern ice hockey originate in 1855? And you, Tony, are going for $33,000. I suppose it has to be a country that has a good cold winter. You both said Canada. And you're both right. Not bad value for a phone call, Terry. You've got $10,000 in your bank.
Thank you, Frank.
Next question is question 5, which means I add another $5,000 to it. Get it right, and you're sitting on $15,000. Tony, you have $33,000. Are you going to pack up and leave? If you do leave it, of course, at any stage, that automatically rules out the phone player too. Want to play on?
I'll play on.
Good man. Okay, question 5 in the computer. It's geography. Playing that? Or you...
Yes, I'll play geography.
Right, you've still got 2 chances to play your pet subject, so you're going for geography. And how much for? What are you going to stake this time?
I'd like to stake $20,000.
20? So you're up over 50,000. This is worth $53,000 for a right answer. 13 for a bit of insurance if you leave. Good luck with question 5. Geography. In the crater of which extinct Australian volcano is the colour-changing blue lake?
I really don't know. I'll have a guess.
Have a guess.
Ballpen a pound.
Ballpen pound. That's your answer. Tony, $53,000 at stake. Think carefully before you give it to me.
I'd say Mount Gambier.
Mount Gambier. 13,000 if you're wrong. 53,000 if you're right. And the kids are at home saying, "Come on, Dad, how did you go? How did you go?" You went very well, it's right. Mount Gambier. So, Tony, you are cooking. Terry Bale. Unfortunately, Terry, we have to say goodbye, but you've cost us $10,000, so I hope you're pleased with yourself.
I'm very pleased.
Okay, that's in the mail. And all the best to you, Terry.
Thank you.
And that's just three of us, you and me, and the bank. Look at it. Looks good, doesn't it?
It does look good, yes.
53,000 of that is yours if you want to leave now, or are you going to play on?
I'll play on.
Play on. Question 6. The computer says it's on science. You going to play that?
Yes, I'll play that.
You play that? Still keeping your pet subject up your sleeve. Kenny. 53,000. What are you playing for this time?
25,000.
Another 25,000. 78,000 if you're right. He's going well. But where Tony is being very clever is the way he's using his bank. He's still got 28,000 if he stumbles on this one. Fingers crossed for you. Question 6, science. Listen close to the question. First answer. A dioxide of which element is a major component of acid rain? Think on that one.
I'd have to say carbon.
You have to say carbon. A dioxide of which element is a major component of acid rain? You played your bank very cleverly. You worked it so you had $28,000 if you missed it. You've missed it, but you've got $28,000 plus. Plus, your credit card is cleared. $2,010 gone from your credit card. The answer, by the way, was sulfur. A dioxide of which element? The element was sulfur. But gee, you've gone well, and you're taking a total of $30,010 back to Torquay. It's been good to meet you, Tony. All the very best. You better take that. You can frame that. So Tony goes home with that money, and it's time for us to find a new studio player and a new phone player. Let's see who we pick this time. This is your $1 million chance of a lifetime. Louisa Nori. Good evening, Louisa. Nice to meet you. You're one step ahead here. Have a seat, make yourself comfortable. Already had the credit card bill in hand. Ooh, $2,022. You know what we'll try to do with that. Louisa, where are you from?
I'm from Sydney.
What's up? What part?
Surrey Hills.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do?
I'm a doctor.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
Ah-ha. It must be awful being a doctor when you go to social functions.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah. Does everybody want an instant consultation?
It hasn't been too bad recently.
Are you at a hospital or private
I'm at
practice?
St Vincent's Hospital in Darlinghurst.
Right. Busy time there?
Mm-hmm. Very.
Long hours?
Yeah, pretty long.
And do you specialise in anything in particular?
No, I'm doing general rotations at the moment.
How do you avoid taking the stress of the day home with you? What do you do to unwind?
I generally take it home with me.
Do you?
Yeah.
It must be very hard to switch off when you're dedicated, as I'm sure you are. Louisa, your credit card, $2,022. We'll try to get rid of that. We need a phone player to join us. We're going to call Australia. Where should we phone?
Melbourne.
Melbourne? Right, Melbourne scores again. Any special reason for Melbourne?
Not really.
Not
One
really.
of my friends has just moved there.
Well, let's see. Is Melbourne on the line?
Yes. Good evening, Frank. This is Eric Brown.
Hello, Eric. How are you going?
Good, thanks very much.
What do you do with yourself?
Public servant.
Aha. And what part of Melbourne do you live in?
I'm living in Blackburn.
Right. Well, we have Louisa Nori from Sydney. She's a doctor playing in the studio. Louisa, say good day to Eric Brown from
Hello,
Melbourne.
Eric.
Hello, Louisa. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Both think very carefully. Must be the first answer that counts. Question 1 is on the world, and this is for your credit card, and $1,000 for you, Eric, if you get this one correct. Good luck to both of you. The disastrous Irish famine was caused by the failure of which vegetable crop? Eric Brown.
Potato crop.
Eric says potato. That's a beautiful, rich accent you've got there, Eric. How long have you been out here?
1981 I came out here, Frank.
Oh, well, you're almost one of us then, aren't you?
My goodness, yes.
Okay. Louisa, your answer.
I'd say the potato as well.
You're playing to wipe your credit card debt, and Eric's playing for $1,000, and you've both got it in the bag. Quite right. Eric, 1,000 for you. Next question takes you up to $3,000, and you can't lose what you have in the bank already.
Okay.
Louisa, your next question is going to be worth $10,000 to see if we can get you up towards the million. And from here on in, you have the chance to play the question in the computer or play your own subject. What is your own subject?
Anatomy.
Need I ask? We'll come back after this break and we'll work out which question you're going to take for question 2 and the possible $10,000. Stay with us.
This is the scene that had all of America talking.
How did it happen? You were there. How did it happen?
Ali's love life's in chaos, while another's just beginning.
I'm not gonna wait for you to kiss me anymore.
Tonight on Ally McBeal.
Professor Ken Setchell talks about soy.
People are discovering the unique health benefits of soy. And an easy way of getting these benefits is in a drink.
Sanitarium So Good is packed with soy protein.
A good soy drink should contain calcium.
Sanitarium So Good has maximum calcium.
And a good soy drink should also contain essential vitamins and minerals.
So Good also delivers vitamins A, B.
Channel 7's $1 Million Chance of a Lifetime. This is a Sydney doctor, Louisa Nori. Her pet subject, funnily enough, is anatomy. Question 2 in the computer is on geography. Do you want to play geography or your favourite?
I'll play geography.
Play geography and save your favourite for later. Right. And Eric Brown's on the phone from Melbourne. You're playing for $10,000. Question 2. What is the name of the rain-bearing summer wind in India? Eric. First answer counts, so think on it, Eric.
Shirley.
Cyril, right? That's your registered answer. Louisa, what say you? No rush.
I thought it was a monsoon.
Is that your answer? $10,000 if you're right. And the chance to climb to $1 million. Right, got it. Done. Eric Brown, thanks for joining us from Melbourne, Eric. A cheque for $1,000 on its way to you, and it's been good talking to you. All the best, Eric.
Thank you, Frank.
You've got $10,000. Because you're there, we'd like to give $1,000 from Channel 7 to any charity you nominate. Which would it be?
Médecins Sans Frontières.
Médecins Sans Frontières. That's the international...
French medical organisation.
Right, that works in all sorts of trouble spots.
War zones.
Would you like to be part of it?
I used to think I would. I don't know if I would be so gung-ho now. But I think maybe one day.
Yeah. You're very dedicated and you'd be very committed. Well, they get $1,000 from Channel 7 anyway. You've got $10,000 and you've got some good support on the audience. Who's here keeping an eye on you tonight?
My parents, my Aunt Jane and my boyfriend David.
Well, welcome, folks. She's doing you proud. I know they'll be willing you on, as I am, because I'd like to see that $1 million depleted. Question 3 in the computer is art. Want to take that?
Yes.
You take art. How much are you going to bank on your next answer being right? This is where the financial jiggery-pokery starts.
Well, I had nothing to start, so I'll bet the 10,000.
Double or nothing?
Yeah.
Whoa! $20,000 if you get it right. If you get it wrong, credit cards looked after anyway. Question number 3, art. Which word means a very large painting done directly on a wall or ceiling? No hurry. Thought last time and it worked.
So a mural?
You say mural. You were pretty rash with your bank. Double or nothing. $20,000 if you're right. You're right. A mural directly on a wall or ceiling, we would have taken fresco. So you've now got $20,000. You can take that and go.
Oh, okay.
But I had this. Yes, great, I knew. Question number 4 coming up in the computer is on science. Are you going to play that or anatomy?
I'll play science.
You're going to play science, right. With $20,000, what are you going to bank on your next answer being right?
15,000.
15. 35,000 if you're right. 5,000 saver if you're wrong. Question 4, science. Which planet is closest to the sun?
It's Mercury.
You sounded pretty definite. For $35,000, is it Mercury? Yep. This is easy, isn't it? How are your nerves?
Oh, awful.
What advice would you give your patients in this situation? How would you tell them to relax while they're traumatised getting ready for some procedure?
To think about something nice.
What are you thinking about then?
The money.
It doesn't get much nicer. Question number 5 is on technology. Playing that or your favourite?
I might take my
You're going to take your topic, which was anatomy, one of your 2 favourite plays. How much are you going to play for? You have 35,000.
Take 20,000.
Another 20, that pushes you over 50. $55,000 correct, 15,000 if you're wrong, and it's your favourite subject. Question 5. What name is given to a mass of blood trapped beneath the dura mater? No rush.
The subdural hematoma.
You put a lot of pressure on yourself when it's your favourite topic, don't you? And with your career as a doctor, if you're wrong, you're going to be very embarrassed, I would suggest. If you're right, you're going to be very happy, and we'll decide which emotion it is right after we have this commercial break.
Their trade.
Louisa Nori from Sydney is going to have a very rough time doing her rounds at St Vincent's Hospital if she's got this question wrong, because it was her favourite subject. The question was, what name is given to a mass of blood trapped beneath the dura mater? $55,000. Your answer was a subdural hematoma. Just as well you got it right. I don't want you to do this sort of thing with your patient. So I'll tell you what your condition is right after I come back and do another round. I don't want you to be as cruel as I am. Congratulations, Louisa. $55,000 you have. Going like a train. Question 6 in the computer is music. You're going to play that?
Yes.
You're going to? And how much are you going to back yourself for?
21,000.
21,000, so this time you're going for $76,000 if you're right. And because you're playing your bank so skillfully, still $34,000 if you're wrong. Question 6 on music. In which country does the story of the musical Brigadoon take place?
Say Scotland.
34,000 if you're wrong and $76,000 if you're right. And you've got the big one, 76,000. That's yours. Six questions correct. $76,000 in your name. If you want to leave with it, no. I can't stop you. You're going to stay and play on? Nerves of steel. Question number 7 is on geography. Play that?
Yeah, I'll play that.
You play geography? And how much are you going to go for? Your stake has to be higher than the preceding one.
40,000.
40,000. $116,000 if you are right, and 36,000 if you're wrong. Question 7 on geography. Which city stands at the junction of the White and the Blue Nile? No rush. I can only take it first, so think carefully.
I'll say Cairo.
You say
Cairo. I don't know.
I could see the old maps from school days, turning page over page over page. You were 1 page short. It's Khartoum. But look on the bright side. You've got $36,000 in cash, plus your credit card of $2,022, all looked after. So, when you do your rounds tomorrow at St Vincent's, you're going to have to find some excuses for not being available for giving loans. All the very best with your career. It's been an absolute delight having you on.
Thank you very much.
Louisa Nori. Now, if you'd like a chance to be a studio player or a phone player next week, you need to re-register. These are the special numbers. Even if you've registered before, you need to register again. In New South Wales, Queensland, the ACT and the Northern Territory, 1902 555 600. And in the other parts of Australia, 1902 554 676. The more times you register, the better your chance of being a player. Speaking of players, we need a new one because the bank is here and I'm ready to unload it. This is your $1 million chance of a lifetime. Jeff Edwards. G'day, Jeff. Really good to meet you. Make yourself comfortable. It's all very well for me to say make yourself comfortable. Bit nerve-wracking up here, but we wish you well. Jeff, where are you from?
I'm from Brisbane.
What suburb?
Mount Glorious.
Oh, well named. Well named. And what do you do?
I'm an electrician with the local Shire Council.
Very interesting. Have you got any ideas of what you'd do if you had $1 million?
I'd go to Alaska and climb Mount McKinley.
Would you? Have you done any other interesting travel?
I've done 6 years of it.
Whereabouts?
Mainly Africa and Asia and Europe.
You like the world?
And the Pacific, yeah.
What's your credit card like? I hate to think if you're doing all this travel.
I won the gold medal in credit card spending.
How much this month?
I'll just give it to you.
Oh, I don't like the way he said that. It's only $5,701. $5,701. Yes, we'll have to see if we can get rid of that for you with one question. But we need to
try hard.
Right, try very hard. We need a phone player, so where are we going to call, Jeff?
Perth.
Perth? Any special reason?
My brother lives there.
What's his name?
David.
Say good day to him.
G'day, David. How are you?
Let's see who we have on the line from Perth. Hello, are you there?
Yes, it's Leanne Pilkington from Perth.
Hello, Leanne. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
And how are things in the West at the moment?
Oh, lovely, warm, great.
As the way you like it.
Oh, absolutely.
Leanne, we have Jeff Edwards in the studio. He's from Brisbane and he's playing to try to wipe out his credit card bill, which is $5,701. So wish him well.
Well, good luck, Jeff.
Thanks, Leanne.
Leanne, for you, 10 questions can get you $55,000, $1,000 with your first question, and it jumps from there. So we're looking for question 1 in the computer, so we can try to get rid of your credit card. It's on medicine. Which phobia is an abnormal fear of enclosed places? Just hold it there, Jeff, while we get the phone answer first from Leanne.
Claustrophobia?
Leanne from Perth says claustrophobia. Jeff, what do you say?
I'd agree with Leanne and say claustrophobia.
You say claustrophobia? We've got $5,701 resting on this answer. And there's one bill there that you can forget about, because you're both right. Leanne Pilkington, you've got $1,000. You can't lose that.
Next thank you.
Yeah, it all helps, doesn't it? Next question.
Definitely does.
Question 2 means I give you 2 more thousand, so you're playing for a bank of $3,000. Jeff Edwards, you're playing for $10,000. Next question. And the category in the computer is art. What's your favourite subject?
Not art. Geography.
Geography. Well, have a think. After this break, I'll get you to nominate whether you have a question on art or whether you have one on geography. So don't go away. Jeff Edwards, who lives just outside Brisbane at a wonderful spot called Mount Glorious, has a decision to make. You're coming up for question 2, $10,000 at stake. The computer question is on art. You said your favourite was geography. Are you going to play your favourite or take art?
It's early. We'll take art.
We'll take art, okay. For $10,000. And Leanne Pilkington in Perth is playing for $3,000. Question number 2. Which 2-word term means paintings of inanimate things like fruit and bottles? Let's see what Leanne says from Perth. Think carefully. First answer, Leanne.
Still life?
Still life is Leanne's pick from Perth. Jeff?
I'll go with still life.
You'll go with still life. If you're right, it's $10,000 in the bank, and you can then start climbing towards $1 million, and your next lot of travel, well, the 10 grand is in the bank. Congratulations. To mark your $10,000, $1,000 from Channel 7 towards any charity you care to nominate. Which would it be?
The Salvation Army, Frank.
Always worthwhile people, and $1,000 on the way to them. Leanne Pilkington in Perth, you are now $3,000 richer than you were a few minutes ago.
Thank you.
Congratulations. If you get the next one right, you're playing for $6,000. Your next question in the computer is on sport. Do you want to play that, or do you want to play your favourite subject?
I'll go for sport, thank you.
You're going to go for sport. How much are you going to play for?
I'll bet the 10.
Thought you would. Yeah. 20,000. Double or nothing?
Double
20
or
grand
nothing.
if you're right. If you're wrong, out the door. But we'll pay the credit card.
Turn it into a paper aeroplane.
You can too. Question 3. This is on sport. Which Australian athlete controversially ran draped with 2 flags in 1994? Leanne in Perth.
Kathy Freeman.
Kathy Freeman. Jeff Edwards from Brisbane.
I'll take Kathy Freeman.
You'll take Kathy Freeman. You went double or nothing. Pretty rash. Very rash. Paid off, didn't it? Quite right. Kathy Freeman. Leanne Pilkington, 6,000 in your bank. Next question takes it to 10. Life's looking good, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Jeff Edwards from Brisbane, you've answered 3 questions. Question 4 from the computer is on music. You going to take that or your favourite subject?
I'll take my favourite subject.
You said geography, but was it a particular area of geography that you nominated?
Rivers and mountains.
Rivers and mountains. OK, well, we'll take that. And how much are you going to play for? 20
I'll
grand?
double it.
What about this man? Nerves of Steel. OK, you're playing for 40,000. The question is on your favourite subject, and I'm going to give you the question right after we have this short break. If you'd like to be considered to be a home player or a studio player, you need to re-register. This is the number. New South Wales, Queensland, the ACT and the Northern Territory, it's 1902 555 600. And in other states, it's 1902 554 676. Jeff Edwards is used to life on the edge after wrestling giraffes in the Serengeti. He's gone double or nothing for question 4. 40,000 if he wins. Very sorry if you're wrong. Your credit card's paid, but there's nothing left in the bank. And you've gone for your favourite subject, geography, mountains and rivers. Here's your question. What is the name of the upper section of Western Australia's Swan River? And in Perth, Leanne Wilkinson. Rotten question for you, isn't it, Leanne?
Yeah. Oh, it really is. The upper section of the Swan River.
Last chance,
The
Leanne.
Avon River.
Which one?
The Avon.
You say the Avon River?
Yeah.
It's a long time coming out, wasn't it, Leanne?
Oh, I know.
Now,
I got it muddled up.
let's see what Jeff Edwards from Brisbane has to say. Jeff.
It's the Avon River. Avon.
40,000 if you're right. Not much left in the bank if you're wrong.
A blank space.
A bit, yes, watch this space. For nothing. You were very cool. I'm pretty sure. So you should be. It's right. $40,000 for you. Leanne, I was just about to pull the pin on you. You just snuck it in.
I know. Look, I got it all muddled up. I was thinking up towards the river, the harbour. I was thinking, no, it's not that way. It's the other way.
Well, you got it right.
Oh,
and
my
you've
God.
got
That's so good.
You've got $10,000.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And for your next question, if you get it right, it's 15,000.
Oh, my goodness.
Jeff, you've got 40 grand. Next question is on language. Do you want to take that? Or mountains and rivers?
I'll take language.
You'll take language. How much are you going to bet? 40,000 you've got?
35.
35. Slowing down just a tiny bit. Getting cautious in your old age. You're going...
Got a nick in the wallet.
You're going for 75,000. 5,000 if you're wrong. Question 5 on language. Which American humorous writer said, "Reports of my death are greatly exaggerated"? Leanne, phone answer first.
Reports of my death are greatly exaggerated. Oh, yes.
Come on, Leanne.
Jimmy Durante.
You say Jimmy Durante. Jeff, what do you say? Think hard. 75,000 reasons to get it right.
I've gone blank. I'll go with Jimmy Durante.
5,000 if you're wrong, 75,000 if you're right. Heard of Mark Twain?
Of course.
Of course. But it's been great having you on. You've got 5,000 plus another $5,701 on your credit card, so you're walking out with almost 11,000. Jeff, it's been good to meet you. And in Perth, look out for Leanne Pilkington because she has got 10,000 for a spending spree in the next week. Congratulations, Leanne. It's been terrific having you on.
Thank you. It's been terrific being on.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
You can have your credit card back, Jeff.
That's right.
I've just been doing the sums. In the last 60 minutes, we've given away $102,733. And since the show started, we've given away $424,244. That's not bad in 4 hours of television. And there's more to go. If you'd like your chance to be a studio player or a phone player next week, you need to re-register. These are the numbers to phone. If you're in New South Wales, Queensland, the ACT or the Northern Territory, it's 1902 555 600, and in the other states, it's 1902 554 676. And some exciting news for next week's show, the final show in our current series. We're going to give you the chance to win $2 million. That's right. It's a bonus of $1 million for anyone who wins the million. So Australia's richest television show gets even richer. Potentially $2 million next Monday. If you'd like to be part of the fun, make sure you register now. That's it for now. I hope you'll stay around for Ally McBeal. And until next Monday at 7:30, I'm Frank Warwick saying good night.
Ally kissing Elaine, Mel kissing the biscuit. It's all happening next on Ally McBeal.
$1 Million Chance of a Lifetime is produced by the 7 Network in association with Action Time.